right here? I don't know if you just saw my mom get out with her mask on. This is just ridiculous. I understand that we have to do this right now in these divided states, but this mask shit is like very interesting because just last year I couldn't even go in the bank with shades on. They had security sitting at the door telling you take your shades off, you can't wear hats. Now you can wear shades, masks, hats, everything. You know, that was a little bit dangerous for black people to be walking in with their face covered up. But I came to talk about something else. I was watching I think this man's name is Roland Martin. He has a TV or YouTube channel station or whatever that talks about news, things that are happening, you know, that are dealing with us as brown-skinned people. And the topic that I caught yesterday was talking about systemic racism and owning and monetizing our culture. And so as they went along, they were talking about reparations and land and how we have brown people, indigenous people to the land, pretty much set the foundation for others to stand on our backs, really, and continue to profit, and how the redlining and the scams with the loans and things with the banks and the housing industry and all the things that have continued from way back when, stuff just continues to go down in a different way but similar fashion to continue to allow those that don't look like me to profit and prosper. And thinking about land, now that I'm in this situation again, trying to find me somewhere to lay my head down, those other ones had land and businesses to pass to their family members so they could continue on. Whereas our family members, if they did have land, it was stolen from them. They were saying, you know, remembering some of the historical factual things that they had been able to find, that if a man did have land, brown man, they would lynch you or run you off the land just because you had something that they wanted or they didn't want you to come up. So some people will say, well, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And he's saying, you know, you pull yourself up by your bootstraps and then you grab the bootstraps and pull the man back down because you want to take and profit from him or her. And so just thinking about how systemic racism continues and how, when will the brown man be able to come up if this is not rectified? So we're talking about reparations. Well, what does reparations look like? Okay, 40 acres and a mule? Nah, you owe us more than that. And that could be a beginning, but that's not the end. You need to continue on because this is years and years and years of this. So the others will say, well, those people that did that are not here and we had nothing to do with that. But you benefited from it. You still benefited from it. Benefiting now. And the ones who were in slavery time, those family and lineage are still here. Don't have, you know, because of y'all continuing to steal, covet, rape, and pillage the land and the people. And so reparations, that word is like, okay, what does that really mean? What does that look like? How do you even begin to get started? Give us the whole world back? Give us all of it? That's not getting ready to happen. They ain't thinking along those lines. And all the land has already been purchased up and is on, you know, people are on it. So you want to kick those people off and say, this is mine, get off? I would like to. That makes sense to me. You stole and took it. I'm not trying to steal it. I'm just trying to acquire it back, something that belonged to me. And I'm not saying me, but, you know, my family and lineage has suffered through the years. And I'm sure there's, you know, slavery in my history. I can't say with a surety, but I believe there was. And still things going on because of that. It's just real interesting to look at the big picture. So I just wanted to speak about that, and if anybody has any comments on that, because we have a little plot of land somewhere between some houses, and I think because it has been built up around, the property value has gone down. My mom was like, well, how can a piece of land that was paid for 50 years ago go down to $400? I don't know how much it was worth in the beginning, but they're trying to tell us you can't build on it and it's not worth anything, but they steady trying to get it. Yeah, holla back.